called, dude? Pipes? What's a flute? Alexa, what kind of instrument is a flute? Doesn't have a reed.
It's a type of musical instrument that belongs to the woodwind category.
Oh, you're right. It is a woodwind.
Meaning that it produces sound by using a vibrating column of air.
It uses a vibrating column of air, dude. That's weird. I thought you had to have a reed to play a woodwind. So what are those ones with the reeds called? You know, like a saxophone has a reed. So you think a saxophone is a woodwind too? I didn't want to have to ask Alexa. I was asking you. Don't make me bother Alexa. No, I just see the title card. I can raise my hand, react. Twin cam, what's that do? I see him now, dude. There he is. See you also, Paul. How do you say that? No, I know how to say E Honda. I don't know how to say Tuio Sopo. His last name. I'm gonna see if Google can pronounce that. Have you? Tuia, Arctua. Talk to you. All right, I think I found a web page to pronounce it. Did you hear that? I'm turning the volume up. I'm gonna hit play the two Sopa. Did you hear that? Did it pick that up? Sopo. All right, I'll stop. I'll turn my volume down. Yeah, it's a Tuya Sopo. Sopo. That's what Google told me. I can send you the link. I believe you can fly. Yes. Engage. Is my lighting okay? Should I turn the main light off?
How is everyone doing out there? It is the GeekZip podcast, and we are a little late, but we're here. And I'll tell you why and what happened here as we go. Christian, how are you?
Doing good. I hope we don't have any latency problems doing this remotely.
Yeah, we always run that risk for sure, and we'll have to just kind of wait and see. We're going to do the show the best we can, and that's what we're going to do. So let's talk about yesterday. So you may have noticed that we did not go live yesterday at 6. I don't know what happened, but I'm convinced that the rage virus from 28 Days Later invaded my home. It was absolutely insane. It was like crazy. I was hurting real bad.
Stomach flu?
Yeah, it was like a stomach bug. Like it was one of those things. And I don't know if you saw this or not, but I was doing the pre-show, right? And
yeah, I saw you spill your coffee on your keyboard.
Right. So, excuse me. You're right. So yeah, I spilled my coffee on my keyboard. But like it was around like noon, I think. I just started feeling bad, man, and I felt like shit. And Sammy Z had been sick the night before, but he gets sick because he eats like shit.
There's a lot of sickness going around too, just in America.
Yeah, but
And our
it's like
area, you know,
it's like
it
was more extreme than I ever could have imagined. I mean, it was like when we were kids, kind of sick, like the first time. I mean, it was horrible. And Kush got it.
My brother has 2 COVID positives in his house.
2 COVID positives. God, it is just a crazy ass time right now. So anyway, that's why I poor Christian. He's like, "What's going on? What are we doing?"
I got a text from Elena at 5 o'clock saying, like, you know, Zip said we have to. Sorry, it's late. It said something about having to move the podcast because Zip can't get out of bed. But I just read the part about moving the podcast, so I thought it meant like we were going to do it somewhere else. So it went around like 10 till I finally realized that, oh no, he means he's like sick and he can't do it. So I was like, well, let me see if I can try to do it live and explain that to some folks. But
that's hard to do, man. That's without a run through. You know?
YouTube clearly needs to have their own streaming software built in. I mean, I think you can do it from your phone, can't you? But
I mean, the problem is we try to stream to multiple properties. So in order to do that,
well, even just one stream to YouTube, you had to have streaming software on your from your desktop. You tried to stream to YouTube live from your desktop.
Oh, anyway, that's why we didn't have the show yesterday, and we apologize for that. And I know it's quick today. We kind of just jumped on, but we do have an interesting show for you today. We had a lot of news that we're going to try to run through. And don't forget, you can join the conversation on Twitch. You can also comment in the YouTube comment section of this video. I guess I should try to share the video to Facebook, huh? Should probably be.
Is Sammy watching? Is anybody watching on YouTube? Let us know if we sound okay.
No.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. It's because it's not the usual time.
It's not the usual time. Yeah, right. That's why it's screwed, because no one knows that we're going live. So I'm going to try to let everybody know that we're going live.
Well, no, I mean, that explained why Sam wasn't available.
Well, yeah, Sam's going to be pissed. I can't help it. Like I said, I need the show so I can clip it this week and get our videos and stuff like that. I don't want to create an event.
We're having a party. Come on to the event.
There is an echo on Christian. Talk now, Christian.
Echo.
Can you hear it
Echo
now?
That.
OSU Lewis commented.
That's John. Oh.
I know. Can you hear it now? Did I get rid of it?
Am I still echoing? Echo. Techo. Taco.
He's not answering.
I meant to take the... Oh, you can't see it. Good, I'm glad. I was going to say I meant to take that stocking down in my background, but you zoomed in so you can't see it. Good. I'm glad you zoomed in, too. I didn't want it on my belly so much anymore.
You got a problem with the belly. Okay. Osha Lewis says it's good now. So we're good.
Thank you. Thank you for your feedback.
Thank you for your feedback. Appreciate it. Please tell everybody that we've gone live. I did invest in this kind of bot thing that you can get on Discord that supposedly lets everybody know that you've gone live. So we'll see how that works.
Join the Discord and it'll let you know.
Yeah, the Discord deal. So we're trying to evolve.
Twitch sends out emails letting you know.
Who the hell's going to read an email and be like, "Oh, I got to jump on there real quick"?
Well, I mean, that's the only way I find out. I don't check notifications. I keep my notifications turned off.
Nice.
Well, I don't want to be bothered.
Well, that's obvious.
Well, it's a free country last time I checked.
That's true. So, what have you been doing this week, Christian? Anything new? Anything interesting? Cool? Fun?
I watched a lot of cool stuff.
Well, tell me about it.
I'm getting ready to finish that new Dexter, the New Blood or whatever, prequel Blood.
Is this with the original Dexter or with the younger kid?
the younger kid, but it's all
Okay.
narrated by the original guy. So I mean, it
Oh, okay.
works perfect.
Is
Got
that
the same music and
on
everything,
Peacock or
same
Max?
characters.
Is that on Max?
I think it's on Showtime or something. I think I
Showtime.
watch it like that.
Gotcha.
But it's getting ready to end. I got it like maybe 15 minutes left in the final episode. I
How is it?
watched that. It was good. Like I said, it's just the same. If you like Dexter, you'll like this. I mean, like I said, it's all the same people. It's like basically the same cast. Well, not the same cast, but it's the same cast of characters. They got Christina Milan playing Detective LaGuerta or whatever her name was.
Christina Milan, the singer?
Yeah, yeah, actress,
She's
singer,
singing and acting,
multi-talented.
doing it all.
And it's got Christian Slater playing the dad, who I think was played by James Remar later on in the original series, right? Did you ever watch it?
Which original series?
Dexter.
No, I never. Okay, I'm sorry. I was looking at something. Okay, sorry. No, I never watched Dexter. I never got into Dexter. I heard it was wonderful.
James Remar, I think, played his dad in the original. You know the story of him, right? Like how he.
I have no clue. No idea.
So Dexter's dad was a police officer. Not Dexter's dad. Well, the adopted dad, the guy who's played by Christian Slater, the cop. He was working a case, and he turned an informant and had her getting close to the drug dealers, and then he had an affair with her and became like a father figure to her kids. But then the drug dealers found out and chainsawed her to pieces inside of a storage crate with the kids there for like 3 days or something.
God.
And yeah, so he's got a dark passenger, and his dad harnesses him, teaches him to, let it out on people that deserve it.
So it's pretty much the dad that's calling the shots here and making him turn into a psycho, pretty much, right?
Well, I mean, he has a part to play, but he's also, like trying to make sure he doesn't just kill people, like his brother's a crazy killer, and you find that out.
Dexter's
like
brother?
Two of them, there was 2 of them inside the storage container.
God have mercy. That sounds batshit crazy. Well, that's cool. I've heard great things about Dexter.
I watched the Werewolves was terrible. $20 wasted.
Oh, Frank Grillo. Frank Grillo's Werewolves was bad. Oh, boo!
It was basically like 2 locations. There's like this house in this neighborhood where it's like maybe I don't know, one of his relatives, her husband died. He had been like an EMS guy, and he died the last year the supermoon happened, I guess. I don't know. Then Frank Grillo works at some lab where they're testing some serum to prevent it. And Lou Diamond Phillips, starts off with him, and I was excited. He's a scientist there, but the serum doesn't work, and everybody turns into werewolves, and Frank Grillo's got to get home to save his related family or whatever. And so they're using this like little serum to prevent them turning into werewolves while they go through the moonlight to make it there. And
it sounds absolutely ridiculous.
And then Frank Grillo turns into a werewolf to fight the werewolf at his house. And comes inside the house and is about to kill the family member when I guess she shoots a hole through the wall and the sunlight comes in and it turns back to normal. And that's the end of the movie, dude. I wasted $20 on that. The werewolf effects are not that good.
So you straight up bought it? I
didn't even watch a trailer. I should have watched the trailer, man, but I didn't want to see what the wolves look like.
Hey, it happens, bro. I mean, sometimes you can't help it.
On the other side of the coin, I watched a good comedy from that Stavros Halkias guy. Stavvy, baby. The big fat guy who's like got facial hair, and it's called Let's Start a Cult on Hulu.
Oh, yes, I've heard of this. Yes. What was the deal with this one?
He plays a lovable idiot, dude, who just wants to be accepted by his cult, but they try to sacrifice themselves and transcend without him. But then he finds out the leader actually didn't die, and he's like, "Wait, I'm going to be leader with you, or else I'm going to the police."
Is it like a real
So they
cult
collect-
that he infiltrates or whatever?
No, it's just it's fake. I mean,
Okay,
it's all
fake. Okay, so it's
supposedly
fake.
takes place during like 2000s or something. Yeah, but at the beginning, he's a part of like an 8-person cult, and they all kill themselves except the leader doesn't, and he's not there. But he walks in and sees all the dead bodies, and the leader pretends to be dead there. So when he sees the leader later on, he's like, "God, this crazy God we worship sent me back to bring you with us. We got to find another cult or whatever group and transcend together and everything." But I mean, there were some funny parts, dude. At the end, there's this big machete falls down from the ceiling into somebody's head, and his eyes go cross, and he starts going like, "I'm not going to."
God,
It was good, dude.
that's
It was
pretty
it was a
good.
good one, man. I enjoyed that a lot.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I watched The Gorge. This new movie came out, The Gorge, on Apple Plus. It's got one of my favorites, Anya Taylor-Joy, and that one guy, Miles Teller. They're both like opposite this big gorge and they both are in like these big towers with machine guns and sniper rifles, and they fight these like zombie-looking things that crawl out of this big gorge. And then
Yeah.
they're not supposed to talk to each other, but they end up like messaging and find their way into the gorge and find out that it's all like genetically mutating stuff down there, and so it's like being studied by private companies that are just trying to make money off it instead of just destroying everything down there. Still trying to do more research to kill people and make money. You know how the capital goes.
Well, it's all about the money. We know that.
I think that. Oh wait, and I also watched Invincible.
Damn, you
Good.
watched
There
a
was really
lot
cool
of
plot.
shit, man. You never watch
Yeah,
this
and
much stuff. What's
and I
up
tried
with
to
that?
remember it all too. I tried to remember it all too. I didn't even take notes though because I want to be unscripted. I
Yeah.
retain our live
Yeah,
feel.
yeah.
And so Invincible had a really cool part that I really liked was the one guy, Omni-Man, Nolan, finally decided to help the alien guy.
Yeah.
And so it was them fighting the Viltrumites together, and they both punched one in the head at the same time. And I mean, you can imagine what happened. It was awesome.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then Yellow Jackets is okay. It's a lot of people don't think it's as good as the first season.
Is Yellow Jackets out?
Yep, came out yesterday. First 2 episodes.
No
season 3.
shit. I did not know that. Me and Kush are going to have to watch that. Damn. I love me some
Yeah.
Yellow Jackets, man. That's awesome. Well, that's a lot of shit, man. For 1 week,
It was a good Valentine's Day, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely got exactly what you wanted, huh?
I tried to go see Captain America, but nobody could make it, so I put that on hold.
Yeah, I definitely want to go see it. And we'll talk about what the people are saying about that film and all that stuff here shortly. So
Sounds good.
I spent a majority of my week, and
Hacking. No, that was just yesterday.
That was just yesterday. Yeah, that was all day spent hacking, and out the other end too. But like when I'm working, when you're doing something, you kind of want to watch something kind of in the background, but not have it distract you too much. Because you're working.
Yeah. Netflix has even instructed some of its writers to write things like that. So it's like people that are watching this in the background can hear what's going on.
Yeah.
Have the person describe what they're doing.
Well, I actually took it back a step further. When you turn on your Roku TV, do you have a Roku TV?
My dad uses one.
Okay. When you turn that on and it goes to the home screen, you have your apps there below, right? But you also have like these 3 buttons at the top that are like live events that you could watch. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So there's one on there that's cops. It's like a 24/7 cops channel.
Yeah, dude, they got a Ghost Hunters channel too.
24/7 cops. And I swear I put that shit on and I just mute it and it just, I get more work done. It makes no sense. I get more work done when I do it. I don't know.
Are you reading subtitles or you just?
No, it's just, well, you know, my setup here, my television is, I'm trying to look at my camera. It's up here, like up there. So I look up here in the corner and I can see it. So if I'm sitting here, you know, typing, looking at you, the camera is my computer. I move it so I can do the podcast, but that's where my main monitor is. I can sit here and type and just be like, man, they are busting that crackhead.
You're just watching.
They are busting that crackhead.
Pantomiming, yelling at the people, yelling at cops, attacking
and it makes it even more funny because you have no context of what they're talking about. They're just running around.
Like, what is this person?
I
this
don't
person
know.
Looks real mad about something.
Just running around being crazy, and so that's what I watched.
Always makes me think of the term "wife beater" coming from cops. Those athletic undershirts.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of those. So I was watching that. I didn't know this, but apparently, and I don't know if you are familiar with like the Planet Earth series, but there are actually like a series of these. Like there's Planet Earth, there's Planet Earth 2, there's Blue Planet, there's Frozen Planet. Like there's a bunch. And I didn't know that. I thought there was just Planet Earth, and I knew about the Blue Planet, I think. I was like, okay, go underwater. There's one called Green Planet, Christian. And what this one is about is how plants do their shit. You know, how they get energy and how they feed nature and how that it's from the plant's point of view. And it was fascinating. I was fascinated by it. I was like, wow, this is crazy. And we watched the whole shit, and it was great. It's on Max. All those shows are on Max, actually. All those David Attenborough shows that he narrates are on Max. Do you get down with the David Attenborough stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know, it's just too bad they didn't show you those videos when we were in school. You would have paid more attention
I'd
to
paid
the
a lot more
chlorophyll and photosynthesis and the cell wall. There.
I would have paid a lot more attention. Like I just, this kind of shit, my dad would have loved this shit because he was a big National Geographic guy. Like we'd come home, like he's the kind of guy watching PBS at like 7 o'clock at night, watching, you know, National Geographic, watching the animals kill each other and shit.
I think the plus the images they take, you know, that's probably one of the.
Well, I think that's
good TV, like 4K or HD or whatever it is.
I think that's another thing. Technology,
airs and everything.
Technology has come so far that it makes it a lot easier to not only get into places in nature shows where they weren't able to get into before, but you know, that super, like you're talking about, that super high resolution that they have in some of that shit is just incredible.
I think like they mentioned like the first ever footage of these like snow leopards and penguins and stuff like that. You know, it's like man,
a lot of that
with
shit.
Drones and everything, we can get all kinds of footage.
Oh, they send the drones in, bro. I mean, yeah, the drones go in a lot. Really crazy shots.
We can't get that Bigfoot footage though, dude. Where's the cryptid footage?
We want the cryptid footage. We want it now.
Release the Bigfoot files, Trump. Don't be afraid.
Oh, Lord. Finally, I watched, and I think you watched some of it too, Christian, the American Manhunt O.J. Simpson. This is on Netflix.
Got it?
Yeah.
I guess it was a manhunt for like, what, a few hours?
I mean, barely. Yeah, barely. I mean, just dude, I'll never forget. Because all the teachers, you know, I mean, adults, it captivated the nation. I mean, you can't deny that. Captivated the nation. I remember being in class.
Said they interrupted like an all-star basketball game or something, right? And
just to watch this goofy fucker driving down the highway in his white Ford Bronco with like cops well back. I mean, it's not like they were trying to do the damn, what do you call it, the fishtail maneuver on him, trying to get like cops, you know, like cops does. OJ wasn't like one of the cops guys. So,
Or some of those crazy chases they've shown that result in death, and you're like, oh, don't show that on TV.
yeah, don't show that. But yeah, dude, I remember I'm going, what the fuck? This is the lamest. And I mean, what's funny is as you said, there's been jokes now about it, about how stupid the whole situation was. And of course, he was guilty as hell. I guess.
Don't spoil it. I haven't finished the series yet.
Dude, if you don't know OJ's guilty, then you don't live in America. I mean, that's very clear. OJ,
Well, then how did he get off? I don't understand.
Well, the Rodney King beatings had happened just prior to that, a few years prior. There's a couple of theories on how OJ beat it. The theory that they put forward in this show is that it was like revenge on the LAPD for the Rodney King beatings. That's how they frame it at the end, which makes sense. I mean, if we're being honest.
Did you ever watch like the dramatization they did recently on like FX with Travolta, right?
Had Travolta and David Schwimmer, and I think
How was that?
Cuba was OJ. It was okay. Again, because he's the only one that knows the truth. Like,
you have to buy his book.
Well, he's dead now.
No, he wrote a book like, this is how I would do it if I had done it, didn't he?
So, maybe.
If I did it. What's it called? If I did it?
I don't know. Yeah, something like that. I mean, dude, he had no shame at the end. But yeah, so it's like you can watch all these dramatizations of and they did like a TV movie a few years ago with OJ, the whole OJ thing. But because you don't know, and no one really knows but OJ, like the part of the murder is never really, I've never seen that part like dramatized in a film or anything, like the actual murder, as if he were to do it.
Sounded brutal.
Dude,
sounded like he almost cut their heads off or something.
He tried to cut their fucking heads off. You're exactly right. And it was just, anyway, we all know Netflix. They do incredible documentaries. It's on there now. I think it's one of the top 10. Hop on, take a look at it. I think you're only on episode 2, correct?
I just started 3, the circus,
okay.
the trial.
So yeah, that's the crazy shit that I'm talking about. I mean, the entire nation was captivated, but we were of age where we didn't really get it. Didn't know OJ really. OJ was an older type of celebrity.
He was the guy with the big afro in Lethal Weapon.
I was going to say, not Lethal Weapon.
Oh, my bad. Naked Gun. Naked Gun 33 1/3, I think, to be exact.
Oh, he was in all of them. He was in all of them.
I know, but I meant the big afro one in the flashback.
Oh yeah, I think that was the third one. But just
as a child, that was how I recognized Mr. Simpson.
The juice. But anyway, it was a really good
What NFL
documentary.
team did he play for?
I think the Broncos, I want to say.
So it's not like he did anything like that. LA would be particularly happy to have him.
I don't think
they just
so.
were happy because he was who he was.
That's exactly right. Buffalo Bills, and then he played for the Niners. So
well, you know what that means.
No, I don't. What?
Buffalo Bill, Silence of the Lambs. He probably.
I don't think that's what it means, dude. Not at all.
Dude, OJ was putting the lotion in the basket along with all kinds of other things. Kato Kalin was there, dude. He was the little dog.
Oh, precious.
Oh, wait, he was the dog. There was a dog named Kato, dude. It was that dog.
What? No, there wasn't.
Kato Kalin, dude. He said there was a dog. They got a dog named Kato, so now there was 2 Katos. In the first episode, Kato Kalin mentioned they got a dog named Kato.
Shit, I didn't know that.
And it was an Akiva or something, one of those dogs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, Lord, that's funny shit. My muscles are hurting from fucking laughing.
I was going to say from throwing up.
Well,
so
no,
you're gonna
from that, but from laughing at this shit.
You're gonna have some bloodshot eyes next, dude. Explode those eyeball muscles.
If I would have kept going, that probably would have happened.
Get the demons out.
Are you playing any games? Are you still doing Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah.
Been playing more Marvel Rivals. I'm getting better, Christian.
Good deal.
Better and better, killing more people. Of course, I die just about the same amount, but I am killing more, so that's good. All right, let's get into the show. Let's talk about what?
Sounded like a drum roll. Sounded like you did a drum roll or something.
I did do a drum roll. See, drum roll on the counter.
I heard it. It sounded good.
All right, RIPs this week. We lost a wonderful actor, Peter Navy Tuiasosopo. And we'll go ahead and throw his image up on the screen for you so you can see who he is. He played E. Honda in the Street Fighter movie.
There's also Necessary Roughness, it says. I think Kathy Ireland was in that too.
Yeah, yep. I forgot about him in that. He was in a few things, but he's mostly known for... he was in that Hash Pipe video, wasn't he? Wasn't he in one of Weezer's videos?
What a comment says here.
Oh, okay. There it
Carlos
is.
Harris.
Yeah, thanks, Carlos.
Sumo brother.
He died at the age of 61. All our best to his family and many fans. All right. In no particular order, let's get into the news. The first story we have here regarding James Bond and the direction they plan on taking the franchise. Of course, we've known Bond over the last several years, played by Mr. Daniel Craig. Obviously, Daniel walked away from the property a couple years ago with a not so good movie. And now now that Amazon has bought James Bond, they are kind of talking about what direction they're going to take that franchise. And the word is that they're going to take it back to camp. Make it campy and quippy and easier to sell via memes.
Memeable, dude. Make it memeable and marketable.
Yeah.
If it's memeable, it markets itself.
So again,
I don't know. I prefer it like that.
I mean,
like
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, after we've had the whole Daniel Craig Bonds, which were really kind of dark and violent, but cool. I mean, I love the Bonds, except for the last one.
The article made it sound like as they progressed, they kind of leaned more into the camp and stuff.
They did. Because he got more gadgets.
I only watched the first one, I think.
Oh, Casino Royale.
I watched. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's just straight up Jason Bourne movie, pretty much. I mean, he doesn't have much shit in that one, but yeah, by the end, he's got some gadgets, some tech. The cars with the fucking missile launchers and machine guns start coming into play, and all that stuff. But if you remember, if you've ever seen the Bonds, Roger Moore really flourished in what they're talking about here. That campy kind of quippy Bond caricature.
Is that Moonraker?
Yeah, he was in Moonraker, A View to a Kill. I have all his Bond movies. He was in a lot of them. They were good. I mean, I like Sean better, but I mean, Roger definitely brought something to the character that had not been there before. So it was really good. So no word on when the next James Bond movie will start casting or start filming or any of that stuff. But with Amazon now having control of the franchise, it looks like they're going to reinvent it to a lighter tone to get younger viewers and, Okay. I mean, everybody has their bond.
Keep it light. Keep it light.
Keep it light, baby.
Keep it light, you bish.
All right, we have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announcement of who is going to go in here. Show it to you. We've got the nominees are Bad Company, The Black Crowes, Mariah Carey, Chubby Checker, Joe Cocker, Billy Idol, Joy Division, New Order, Cyndi Lauper, Mana, Oasis, Outkast, Fish, Soundgarden, and the White Stripes. Those are your 2025 Rock Hall nominees. What do you think, Christian?
I'm surprised Billy Idol's not in there already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always surprised there aren't people in there already. Honestly, like Joe Cocker. Like, how is the fuck is he not in the Rock Hall already? You could say the same for. Well, we all know Soundgarden got
Mana.
I don't know who the hell. I don't know who that is, but whatever. So there's your Rock Hall nominees for
2025.
2025, baby. There we go. All right.
Bad Company, dude.
Bad Company. I can't deny. All right. Next up, we've got Constantine 2 director Francis Lawrence telling us that the sequel is now closer than ever. His quote was, "I will say we are closer than ever to being able to do a sequel, which is a great thing. And Akiva, Keanu, and I are super, super excited about it." Well, that don't really mean shit unless you have, a studio to back you, money to make the movie and all that shit. So again, this sounds like just more bullshit from this Francis Lawrence guy saying, "Oh, it's coming. It's coming." And we're just
who owns Constantine? Does
Warner
James
Brothers.
Gunn take care of that?
I believe that Constantine would take place at kind of one of those Outworld deals like the Batman. I don't think.
Yeah, but I mean, you still need Gunn to declare that, though, don't you?
Maybe. I don't know.
Gunn usually decides.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know if he gets final say. That's a good question. I don't know if he's like, no, we're going to do it this way because I'm the boss, or if there's like a board or how that works. I don't know. Good question.
Yeah. Or if he had plans for Constantine.
I mean, Constantine is more heavily involved in the DCU later on than before. So
animated.
Right. Exactly.
He does a lot in the animated stuff.
Yeah.
Him and his demon buddy. They fight. They kick butt.
Oh, that's a good. What is it? Is that Age of Apocalypse? It's Age of Apocalypse, I think, is what that is.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you were going to say his name. I can't think of his name. The demon guy.
Oh, the demon's name is Etrigan.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Etrigan. And that's a great story if you ever wiki that. All right.
It's a cool name.
Yeah, I like that. Demon Etrigan. Bitch Tista is at it again, saying that he never wants to play Drax except for one scenario, and that is if he got the call from the man, James Gunn.
I don't even remember where we left Drax, dude.
I don't either.
Just left him on some planet. It's probably farming with Thanos.
Oh man, I mean, Batista's doing a lot of stuff these days. I mean, he's in that Jehovovich movie that's coming out and all that shit. So again,
what's he got to complain about?
Nothing. That's the whole point. But anyway, so that's your Bitch Tista news for the week.
The bitch minute.
God, just always bitching. Christian, did you check out the trailer, or excuse me, not the trailer, the interview with Grant Gustin?
No, that's too long.
It was really long.
Out of that.
Yeah, it was. Really,
oh man, he's got a big goatee. Looks like Rob. Typical Rob from the theater or something, dude. That dirty facial hair. Good
Oh
grief.
yeah, dude, he looks great. Yeah. Um, yeah. So Grant Gustin was asked on this podcast if he would return to the Flash. Of course he would. What are you talking about? That's all he's done. Has he done anything else since the Flash, or what did he do before the Flash? What did he like on Broadway or some shit?
I don't know. It
I
says
can't
theater
remember.
for Spielberg in that title.
Oh,
Maybe he's
okay.
doing a little theater. Gosh, I just spit really a lot when I said theater.
So anyway, that's Grant Gustin, and that's on the Inside of You podcast with Michael Rosenbaum. It was a good interview, what I saw. And-
Old Lexi Luthor.
Well, you know, Grant did a great job with the Flash, and I don't think anybody planned on him doing such a good job. So anyway, we'll see what happens with Grant and his return to the Flash. Certainly is up in the air right now, so you never know, I guess. All right.
Might be. Waller.
Waller, the Wall. Looks like Waller will soon begin casting, and King Faraday is going to be part of the series. For those of you that don't know, King Faraday is one of the top spies in the DC universe that works for Waller, so that'll be interesting.
Sounds like he's English or something, dude. Like Kingston Faraday, like Nigel Farage, Shagaganga.
What?
Bombed.
What?
It's just English nonsense, you know.
I don't even know what you're saying, dude.
King
Damn.
Fungaday, Safa.
King Faraday. Oh,
King
man.
Faraday? Is it a play on that, dude?
Maybe.
Maybe. Is this a movie? It's a series. Okay, great.
That series, yeah.
I mean, I guess if James Gunn makes it okay, it might be worth watching. Otherwise, it's like, I don't know if we need that.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, it'll start casting, and we'll see what happens with the Wall.
It's the whole Wallerverse, dude. She's
Yeah.
in, everything.
So TNA had a little bit of a shakeup last week when they were pretty much everybody quit.
Everybody, all the wrestling companies, all the big three have had some shakeups.
Everybody quit.
But like you said, the TNA ones were the executives and not the in-ring performers.
Right. It was, yeah, that was the weird part. It wasn't any of the wrestlers. It was like the upper management that quit. I don't know.
I don't know if they quit.
Well, they left. They said they exited the company.
After they were told to.
Oh, you think they were fired? I don't know.
I don't know what happens.
It said, according to Fightful Select and PW Insider, it says that they were let go. So I guess that would assume that they were fired.
Usually the case, dude.
Siccione is the president's name. He was one of the ones that were let go. I don't know what this means.
I don't watch TNA.
I don't either. But I don't know. But I also know, isn't TNA closely connected with AEW?
No, they're with WWE now.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know if that's like some kind of move from the WWE. They're getting ready to make a move with the company or something. No clue. But we'll keep you updated as to what happens with TNA in the future. John Lithgow. We all know the Lithgow. You should know the Lithgow.
Yeah, he knows Bigfoot. Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, he does know Bigfoot. John Lithgow is in talks.
He knows Dexter Morgan too, the serial killer.
John Lithgow is a very
dude.
Lithgow.
And now he's gonna cast a spell on Harry Potter fans, and it makes Zip so mad when I don't let him talk. He's getting frustrated.
I don't care.
I got a good connection now. I think I was lagging earlier, but it looks like I got full bars.
Full bars. Yeah, Christian, go ahead. Finish up your little spiel about this. Go ahead.
Well, you don't like Harry Potter anyway.
I don't. You're right. I don't. You're doing me a favor. Is that what you want to hear? You're doing me a favor?
The Grand Wizard Albus Dumbledore may be played by the actor John Lithgow in the new Max original Harry Potter series. So that would be great. They're both old white men wizards.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess you just have to, I don't know. The acting range seems okay.
Did you watch Harry? Or are you a Harry Potter fan?
I've watched the movies. I never read the books.
Have you watched all the movies?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you what they're about, what happens at the end, or anything. I like the Tri-Wizard Tournament one.
The
Deathly
Tri-Wizard
Hallows, maybe.
Tournament. I don't know what any of this. I don't know what any of that
The
means.
Prisoner of Azkaban, dude. The Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay, I remember the Prisoner of Azkaban because that was Oldman that did that, right?
Deathly Hallows. Yeah, remember we had the Azkaban standee that had the wanted poster, and it was like a lamppost.
Yep, I do.
That's a Keith Albee.
Keith Albee Theater. All right, moving right along.
What's the next news story?
Huh?
Oh, this is interesting.
You like this, Christian?
Well, I already got his tickets, dude. You owe me $5,000 for tickets and plane ride to Birmingham, England.
All right.
The flight from Huntington is like $2,000 some, and it's going to take like 18 hours or something to get there.
I don't think I want to participate in that.
Well, it's sold out. I think they had like 100-some thousand people in the ticket queue to get their last chance to see Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath.
That's right. Black Sabbath and Ozzy announced their final concert along with Metallica, Slayer, and Pantera. It's going to take place on Saturday, July 5th.
And when I saw them at Lollapalooza, Black Sabbath in 2012, they didn't have Bill Ward with them because he wasn't,
Well, I think they all reunited recently, correct?
Well, the thing is, he was too old to play then, so I'm not sure how long he's going to be able to play with them now, 13 years later.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, drummers is probably one of the more taxing instruments to play as you get old, right?
No shit. That's right. Of course, they make a lot of new technology nowadays that kind of will help you.
I'd play themselves. You ain't got to do anything nowadays.
Yeah, that's it. So anyway,
but I guess they got a ton of other people coming too to the show.
Yeah, not just Metallica, Slayer, and Pantera. You also got Gojira, Hellstorm, Alice in Chains, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Mastodon. Looks like a bunch of additional performances from artists, but not their bands.
I mean, it was an incredible opportunity when I saw them in 2012. They only played 3 shows that year.
You're a lucky motherfucker. You've seen Black Sabbath. I am definitely jelly of that. No doubt about it. All right.
I've got a good live show of theirs that I bought that they put out. It's basically the same show from that year.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice to just put on sometimes.
I hear you. So, did you see Ricky Starks appeared in the WWE, Christian?
Yeah, well, like I mentioned before, we had a lot of moving parts going around. AEW. They got Malachi Black is gone, Ricky Starks is gone, and Miro is gone.
Miro's gone too, and from what I understand, they are both in conversations with the WWE right now.
Sure, why not? I mean, you want to go somewhere.
You got to go somewhere.
To go.
Yeah, you're right.
But WWE also let some people go too.
Who'd they let go?
Remember, you got the Acolytes of Pain, or whatever.
Oh, the Authors of Pain. Yes, the Authors of Pain, and what's his name?
Paul Ellering. And Sonya Deville was let go too, which was interesting because we just saw her enter the Rumble.
Yeah, that was weird when they let Sonya go. Plus, she just
other people.
She just did a signing too somewhere where it was really weird. But yeah, AOP is gone from WWE. TNA's all crazy. Who knows what the hell's going on? A bunch of crazy shit.
Hopefully, everybody finds jobs and can feed their families.
Let's hope so. All right, let's see what else we got here.
What do we got, Zip? What do we got?
We got it. We got new images from the Mortal Kombat II, the sequel. First thing we got was what?
Like those guys scream Mortal Kombat, dude, in that video you sent me with those guys watching that Mortal Kombat movie, laughing at it.
I remember. So we got two posters here. We got the first one that you see on your screen, which is the very traditional Mortal Kombat 2, with the
dragon.
K, with the K,
with the dragon,
with the dragon. And then we also got
dragon.
we also got this poster. If it, God bless it,
one of the new guys in this one that wasn't in Mortal Kombat 1. It's a new character for the sequel. And it's one Zip doesn't like.
He just doesn't look right. He
Well,
just doesn't look right.
You don't like him in the game either. You never liked Johnny Cage.
Nobody ever liked Johnny Cage. Nobody went into Mortal Kombat and said, I want to be Johnny Cage. Ever.
But some people, I liked him.
No, you're wrong. But we do have our first image. What?
His moves were easy to do.
Okay,
he was
so
a good
now
beginner character.
Yeah, now it all makes sense, lazy bastard. Shadow
kick.
That's it. We got our first image, as you can see on your screen, of Carl Urban as Johnny Cage in the new Mortal Kombat film, which is coming to theaters on October 24th of this year.
Yeah, it's like a movie poster for this Johnny Cage production.
Well, that's
Uncaged Fury.
A lot of the stuff that they do now, like his posters in his apartment and shit, like are his posters. So, like I'm talking about in the animated
he's a
stuff.
Movie star, dude. He was in Best of the Best.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so, you know, it's Steven Seagal. He played those guys too. Under Siege, that was him. Johnny Cage in Under Siege.
Johnny Cage.
Whoa.
Almost
spilled my coffee on my keyboard like I do daily.
There's word now that Kit Harington is in talks to play Hush in the Batman Part 2.
Oh, there was. You know, I told you that I was watching a video that explained who Hush was, how he's like a childhood friend, and the parent was saved, and blah 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 blah. But I didn't understand, like, how does he change his face? Is that like a power, or is that just plastic surgery?
Plastic surgery. He gets plastic surgery.
Does he do it himself?
Can
you plastic surgery yourself like
dude,
that?
It's been so long since I've read that book. I can't.
Well, what about Darkman? How does Darkman do it? Doesn't Darkman change faces too?
He uses like this special kind of
cream.
Like, well, it's not a cream. It's like it's this machine that makes these masks that he can wear.
Oh, that's more believable than plastic surgery. I think, in my opinion.
I don't know. The Hush character.
What do you think about Kit? Could Kit be Hush?
He could be Hush. I mean, because Hush doesn't really do much.
Got a lot of internal turmoil, dude.
He's
like,
more
no,
of a.
I don't want it. I don't want to kill you.
He's more of a, like, what do you call it?
Werewolf, a fake werewolf.
I was so mad. What do you? God damn it! Like the Riddler.
God, I wonder if that
intellectual
movie's as bad as Werewolf. I wonder if Kit Harington's werewolf movie is as bad as Frank Grillo's werewolf movie.
Oh, it's 10 times as bad, bro. It's because they fool you, and they almost piss in your mouth because they're like, yeah, you thought you were gonna see a werewolf, did you? No, it's just a abusive father. That's what you're gonna see right here. So blah 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 blah.
It's like, what chance did the Wolfman have after these horrible werewolf movies come out? Put a bad taste in our mouths.
I want to see that Wolfman movie. I still want to see it. I don't care about this Kit Harington lying bullshit. I still want to see the OG Wolfman.
I'll let you see Frank Grillo's.
Well, I'm glad you caught me on that one.
Dude, it didn't even show him transforming back. Like, it showed one transformation, and then it's like, oh, and now he's back to human. We didn't even see that.
I keep telling you not to buy those movies before doing a little research on them, but you keep doing it.
Well,
Anyway, James Gunn has called Peacemaker Season 2 exceptionally well.
sounds weird.
End of story.
It's like exceptionally well put together, maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say exceptionally well makes it sound like it's okay. It's all right.
Maybe he means it's like that. Like, that's how done it is, dude. Like, like a steak. So maybe it's like finished.
Maybe.
Like, it's well done. It's really well. I mean, stick a fork in it, because that baby is done.
Maybe. I don't know.
This is a good story.
This was good.
It's
Okay.
about suffering for your art.
That's right. Jack White, who, if you don't know who that is, he is a musician. He played as the frontman for the White Stripes.
And he has become a notorious hater of fun.
Boy, this felt like one of Brammer's Facebook rants right here. I swear to God.
Well, remember when he got mad at them having like a beach ball at one of his concerts, and he like popped it, and
Oh man, yeah. I mean, there's just
it's unauthorized fun, dude. You're not allowed to have it. You can't have that
dude.
on my
Even
show.
when we saw him at Lolla with the Raconteurs, you could tell he was not having a good time. Like, he just seemed exhausted and like didn't give a shit, and kind of, I really don't think he makes music for people. He makes music for himself, and if the people want to come see it, great. The whole thing here with Jack White, and I'm not going to read this post because it's huge, but I did share it to our Facebook page if you want to go back through and read it. He's basically saying that people were bitching that he did like a 45-minute set or some shit. Or a shorter set, right? Whereas nowadays, when you got bands like Metallica and fucking Korn and all these other bands do like these 3-hour super shows, you feel like you're getting your money's worth. Well, Jack doesn't agree. Jack says, that's not what music's about. That's not the kind of show I like to do. I've got no intention of impressing anybody. I know I'm a fucking good player. Blah, 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 blah. Did I miss anything, Christian?
No.
Yeah. So here's what I think about Jack's opinions on this matter. I think he is right to a degree, in that it really doesn't matter what you charge for a show as long as it's a good show. I've seen shows that lasted half an hour that blew my mind. I've seen shows that were 2.5 hours that I wanted to kill myself. So, I mean, it's all in what your personal preference of this kind of thing is. Now, I'm not going to say that there aren't people out there that want the pyro, that want the fucking blow up animatronic shit like you're at a fucking Pantera concert. But there's some people that just want to see a good concert. And I think that's all Jack's saying here is that, I'm not going to go nuts and do all this crazy shit and have all this stuff in my show, because I don't need it. I do my talking with the music, and I play the music I want to play. It plays to that point, and that's the end of it. Bob Dylan's this way too. If you've ever read or watched anything on Bob Dylan, he never plays the same songs at the same like consistently. So, for example, I think I told you, Christian, a couple years ago, me and Kush went to see Bob Dylan in Charleston. He was playing.
My family's gone.
Oh, that's right. We had this conversation.
It doesn't sound the same.
No, well, it's not that, but he doesn't play anything you want to hear. Right? There's no hurricane. There's no fucking times they are changing. There's nothing like that because he's just too artistic to play that. People have already heard that. You know, I mean, that's kind of his feeling on that. I don't agree with that. Now, I don't agree with that shit. I think that's stupid. I think that if you're an artist, if you're a Jack White or a Bob Dylan or whoever, you should play your fucking hits. That's why people are coming to see a live show. I don't really care who agrees with me on this or not. But if I'm coming to see fucking Journey and you don't play Don't Stop Believing, you're going to fucking hear it from me. I'm going to say something because that's horse shit, because that's really how you're known. What do you think?
I think the price is the big thing for me.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't pay much for a 30-minute concert or Don't Stop Believing that I didn't get to hear, I wouldn't complain too much if it was free, you know. But if I paid, you know, more than $20 for something, and it's you know not worth $20, I'm going to be disappointed.
No shit. And
It's like, you know,
that's what I'm saying.
I-
I'm saying if you buy a big expensive Journey ticket and they don't play that's what I mean. I'm not saying if someone came up to you and said, "Hey, Journey's doing this intimate show with all these new songs, they're not going to play any of their hits," so you know it ahead of time. That's different,
Yeah.
right?
Well, no, I'm talking about like the Jack White stuff too. Like if you paid $100 to see Jack White and he only played 30 minutes, I don't care how good a show it was, I'm still going to be disappointed
That's a great.
that I
That's
had
a
to
damn
pay
good point.
$100 for that. And you know the way prices are these days.
Yeah, that doesn't help things for sure. The way things are priced and overly priced, I should fucking say. You know, it's hard to believe that anybody can go see a concert anymore. You know, so anyway, that was Jack's little bitch rant that he went on Facebook.
Hey, doesn't he not even let you take a film of it either? You're not allowed to film it. You
Oh,
have to
dude,
lock your
he
phone
shuts
when
his
you go
shit
see it.
down. Yeah, he shuts it down. He just
So it's like that's another thing I'm paying for that I don't get to keep. That's bullshit.
yeah,
That should cost less. If I
yeah.
don't get a film, there should be a discount.
I agree with that. Yeah, you should be able. I mean, again, and it's the same thing as these. You know, when you're talking about a comedian, that's different, right? A comedian, I think, with a cell phone and shit, that's distracting. It takes away from the show. But yeah, it'd be like taking your cell phone into a fucking Broadway show and having the fucking light on and just kind of I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But
Especially if you're gonna share something like that online, you know, that's the only way they really make money. Not like the music that there's already videos of this crap online.
right. No, I'm totally with you. Yeah, I don't agree with the whole cell phone thing. Again, not because I'm like I am addicted to my cell phone, but that's not why. It's because it's an expensive device, man. I don't want to leave it somewhere, you know, for some asshole to pick up and run off with. And God knows I'll never see it again, you know? So, I mean, it's not that I'm... If they would just say, don't film nothing, I just wouldn't film it. I mean, it's just like...
Sure.
But, I mean, I guess there are people that won't do that and are very juvenile about it, and that's what we have to deal with. So, that's that. We got new images from Avatar, Fire and Ash. I've got a couple of the photos here, I think, for us to look
I
at.
still haven't seen the wet one, dude. Number 2.
The wet one. Okay. Maybe I didn't get the photos, but anyway.
Oh, dude, they're the Ash Clan, the Ash Villages.
Yeah, Ashland.
Great. I was thinking of Ashy Larry from Chappelle's Show. I wonder if he makes his home there, dude.
Ashy Larry in Asheville. Okay, let's go.
Ashland.
Ashland.
That's what you said. Ironton.
That's what you said, motherfucker. All right.
Whoa. It's
So
all
there-
destroyed, dude. It doesn't look like Pandora I've seen.
No, it sure doesn't. Is that the tree from the first one?
No, dude, I think this is a whole new
It's
area.
a whole new area. Okay. I thought so.
It's a planet. Different area of the planet.
Yeah.
That's like Africa. I mean, the desert. What was the big desert we have called? Name a big desert.
Sahara?
Sahara. There we go. Ooh, gotcha, Jinx.
So anyway, that is new images from Avatar. Look forward to seeing that. Looks like it will come out when?
When it's ready.
I need to start writing this shit down.
It's extremely well done.
Does it say in the tweet?
No. But did you see the Megan 2 trailer the other day?
Yeah, on the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Did
I
you
saw
see?
it.
Did you look at it on YouTube and read the description of the movie on YouTube?
No.
Apparently, there's another like AI robot that is causing trouble that they bring Megan out of storage to fight,
Wow.
like Terminator style, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
That sounds nuts. That doesn't sound like a horror movie either. That sounds like an action movie to me.
See what happens, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mithrigan.
Mithrigan is coming back. God damn it. That means she'll be all over the place, and we have to look at her dumb-looking CGI face.
We're going to do a TikTok dance, dude. Trump is calling it TikTok. No, Tic-Tac.
Tic-Tac.
TikTok.
Tic-Tacs. I love Tic-Tacs.
Tic-Tac. That's how he got the kids vote on Tic-Tacs, dude.
Kid vote on Tic-Tacs. The Captain America director, Captain America Brave New World director, what?
I was going to say they should name the Mithrigan sequel, name it Mithrigan and Me. Like Mac and Me did.
Yeah.
You know, with the wheelchair and that alien. And the ending where they get shot and stuff.
Dude, that's a horrible, disturbing film if you've never seen Mac and Me. It's like if they took E.T. and mixed it with RoboCop.
Did you see the Totino's pizza roll commercial at the Super Bowl?
Was Mac and Me in it?
No, it was a different alien named Chasmo, dude. And it was getting on the spaceship and saying goodbye to those kids. But then the doors slammed, it killed it, and its eyeball popped out, and the kids started screaming.
God, no, I did not see this. What was the commercial for?
Totino's pizza rolls, dude. The alien was happy that we shared our pizza rolls with him, but then he died when he was leaving, and it's got Tim Robinson in it, and they're like, "Oh my God!" It's
who's Tim Robinson?
the guy from the Netflix show. I think you should leave. That was like 44 burgers, 44 fries, 44 drinks, and
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's like the guy that wrecks the Wienermobile, and then they're like, "Who did this?" And he's in a hot dog suit, going like, "Yeah, come on, who did this? We know it was somebody here." And he's always screaming. He kind of sounds like Aaron sometimes when he's just screaming about stuff. Tim Robinson.
I'll have to look him up.
I think it's called. Yeah, it's called "I Think You Should Leave" with Tim Robinson. It's got like 3 seasons, dude. He was an SNL writer, but wasn't a good fit.
Captain America Brave New World director Julius Ona has responded to the viral comments made by Anthony Mackie. You remember when he was talking like anti-America shit?
Yeah, but you know what? I didn't realize that apparently it's about to call him Ryan Gosling, but Chris Evans said kind of the same stuff when he was Captain America.
I mean...
But I guess he gets a pass, you know? Hey, did you hear it was making money, though? Like, it actually had, like, a pretty good Thursday night preview and everything.
I did hear that. Yeah. I've heard that the pre-sales were good, which is, again, what they always look at. I want to go see it. I actually stumbled upon an extended clip of the Red Hulk transformation scene.
Yeah, I've heard that's a good one.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
With actually him not only transforming into Red Hulk, but actually transforming back into Thunderbolt Ross. So that was cool.
Yeah, they said Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford are the best parts of the film, probably. But
well, I would hope so, since they're the fucking stars.
Well, a lot of some people are thinking that Harrison Ford's like the bad guy, but he's kind of not, So
yeah. Well,
Vader kinda looks-
in the books, Red Hulk has reasons for what he's doing. They're just not good ones. And then eventually he's wrapped into the good guys. I think he even becomes an Avenger at some point. So yeah, that's good news. But anyway, the director clarified the remarks and basically said things at times get misinterpreted. Speaking for myself, I approach this film with a very specific point of view. The sense of community, which is something I personally have experienced in various ways while living in the U.S. I guess he's a foreigner. Another thing that stuck out was the idea of empathy, which in my opinion is Sam Wilson's superpower. That to me is not just timely, but incredibly important.
Empathy is important. Kindness should matter.
And again, even when Mackie said those comments, I think we knew what he was talking about. It's like, yes, his name is Captain America, but America stands for more than just a country. It stands for a lot more than that. But he just didn't say it right. So,
well, it's just because, people are going to misconstrue everything. You got to be careful what you say. Don't want the word police coming after you.
Well, again, if you call the character Captain America, then the actor comes out and says, I don't think he represents America. You're going to have problems.
It could be worse, though. He could have been like, I think Captain America was fighting on the wrong side.
Yeah, it could have been like Hydra Captain America, I guess, right? Anyway.
My mouth.
Go out and see Captain America 4. It looks good. All right, Master of the Universe. Let's talk about that real quick. We did get a shot of the He-Man character and the Tila character
they're
training.
Standing next to a giant man.
Yeah,
the biggest man in the
you
world.
You beat me to it. Yeah, it's like, here, I got the photo here. Hold on. You guys can see what we're talking about here.
I didn't know Idris Elba was playing Man-at-Arms.
Yeah.
I probably have said that before, but that's awesome.
All right, here you go. So there's He-Man on the left, Tila on the right, and the mountain in the middle.
Dude, I just looked at the mountain shirt, and that would be so good for Aaron. If we
what's
had that
what's the
shirt
mountain
for
shirt?
Aaron.
What's the shirt say?
You got to look at it, dude.
All right, I will. There was another image.
You got to look at it right now. Look at it.
What?
You can't see the shirt?
Oh, here, I'll have to.
I can still see it in the YouTube.
Oh, with the monkey. Okay, all right, yeah, with the.
That'd be a great Aaron shirt, dude.
Aaron looks like a monkey, for those of you that haven't seen him recently.
Or haven't heard him on the show.
Yeah, exactly. There was another image of the actual film. They got
Hey, wait, that reminds me about our friends like Aaron and Wes. Happy birthday, Wes, from GeekZip
Happy birthday,
Podcast.
Wes, from the GeekZip podcast. All right. I'm going to bring up my
Birthday
browser.
shout out. Has it been an hour? It
Bring
must
up
have
my
been an hour,
browser
yeah.
here. So there he is on set.
Good.
He looks okay. Yeah. No, I'm not complaining. There's the sword looks fucking great. There's another shot. There's a bigger shot of him having the sword, but I guess they don't have it in this.
Looks like he's in trouble, dude.
Yeah, he's being arrested. He's clearly on Earth. So
I bet he's gonna make those cops feel the power. Police brutality, O.J. Simpson, Rodney King, L.A. riots.
Lordy.
We're in the 90s.
Lordy. Masters of the Universe is scheduled to hit Netflix, I believe, on June the 6th, 2026. And let's hope that it has better luck than its predecessor films had.
Are you sure it's Netflix? It might be Amazon. Yeah, it says Amazon's reboot.
Oh, excuse me, Amazon. My bad. MGM Studios, though, so I don't know if it'll go to theaters. I would assume it would go to theaters. I'm not sure. But anywho, moving right along, Star Wars New Jedi Order movie gets a promising update from Daisy Ridley. Christian, aren't you happy?
She's putting out her. She's doing her own PR again, dude. She's like, I'm relevant. Don't forget about me.
I haven't done anything else, but I still matter.
It's coming. I'm working on it.
Anyway,
Trust me.
So
what's new?
Here's what she said. I don't think it'll be the next thing I go to production on. Because I'm supposed to be doing, oh no, it's not, because I'm doing something next month very excitingly. So it's not the next thing production-wise, but the script is being written and I'm very excited. She goes on to say, I have not read the latest script, but she knows it's exciting. But I know
that's what she's doing next month.
Right. But I know what's happening, and I know the story, and I think what feels really good is that George is a phenomenal writer. That's not George Lucas, by the way. I think we're making sure that the story is the best way, the script is the best way to tell the story, and I think she babbles a lot. And I think it will be worthwhile for everyone watching it, and I am very excited. Yeah. She's like real babbly. Her quotes. Hard to read.
You're the one that follows her.
Well, I mean, I update Star Wars news. That's what I do.
You report on everything Ray does, dude. You're just stalking her Twitter feed.
I like Ray.
Her
Yeah.
Insta.
I like Ray for sure.
I know. You're running the message boards. Bring back Ray. Come on, Lucas, Disney.
Just to piss you off, because I know how bad you hate her. Yeah, no, you care. Don't lie.
You can't ruin Star Wars for me anymore.
It's already ruined?
Yeah. Can't get worse.
All right. Daredevil Born Again is going to be very violent, according to this new article from Empire Magazine.
I hope they promise that.
I like that in writing, I gotta say, because Daredevil,
like they mentioned, they mentioned here that first Daredevil when Kingpin slammed that guy's door, decapitated that guy maybe by slamming his head in the car door over and over. Like that was that when you were like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. And
Kingpin is a bad man.
I mean, to up the violence from the Netflix show, that's pretty impressive, I gotta say.
They can top themselves.
I don't know. We'll see.
Whoa.
But anyway, just checking on the stream here. Look forward to
that. Weird though. It like showed me drinking my cup.
Well, that's because it's delayed.
Just jumped up and caught up.
So they are looking for Mr. Sinister for the MCU, and they are considering Javier Bardem.
Tony Stark.
What time do you close?
No, they need to bring back Robert Downey Jr.
He's just going to be everybody. He's just going to be everybody. That makes sense.
Mr. Sinister is going to be important, though, probably, the way he messes with the genetics. X-Men.
Yeah, the X-Men, in the X-Men comics, Mr. Sinister is a very, very, very central character to a lot of things, particularly with Cyclops and Jean Grey.
The Summers family.
Yeah, he has a lot to do with manipulating that family pretty horribly, I've got to say. So I can see Javier as Mr. Sinister if he does it. Again, I know that he's. I think that he is up in the air for a couple of roles in the MCU because who's the voice of Galactus? Is that him?
Maybe it's that one guy with the Gravely voice.
Oh, yeah, from The Witch. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I think he was talked about for a moment for this. But so that would be interesting. I wouldn't mind that at all. So Javier Bardem is an amazing actor. And Sinister needs kind of depth So I wouldn't mind that a bit. That'd be fine with me.
You can play Mr. Fantastic or Doctor Doom if you wanted to.
So
And I'd be fine with it.
this was kind of a something that was hush-hushed about that I didn't even know. But apparently Liv Tyler, who played Betty Ross in The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton in 2008,
17 years ago.
Yeah, actually appears in Captain America Brave New World talking with her father, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, played in the 2008 film by William
Hurt.
Yeah, William Hurt, thank you. And is played by Harrison Ford in the new film. So I didn't even know that she was in this, so that's tip of my hat to you, Marvel. You got me. She should have been in it. Should have been in a lot of them. Should have been in the Avengers. Should have been in, a bunch of stuff. But, it's really good to see Liv back. I thought she did a great job in The Incredible Hulk. So sorry to spoil that for you if that's a little bit of a spoiler when you go see the film. But Liv Tyler does make her return to the MCU as the daughter of Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross.
I don't think the Hulk is in it, though. He said he was, but he's not. Ruffalo did. He accidentally said he was going to be in it, but then apparently they were like, he misspoke.
Probably. I mean,
Back
but I think
February it was, a year ago.
I think there's discussions of a possible Planet Hulk.
Well, they say there was a lot of reshoots and rewrites and stuff.
Not to mention, the Secret Wars has a lot of previous MCU actors coming back to reprise their roles. So that could also be a part of it. We got news that Rocksteady is developing a new single-player Batman game, which is reportedly years away from release.
Yeet.
Yeet, yeet. Oh, man, you know me. I'm always about those Rocksteady Batman games. I was just playing one earlier. Love doing it.
Except for Kill the Justice League, right? Wasn't that Rocksteady too?
The Gotham Knights and that was Rocksteady, yeah. But I'm talking about the Batman games. The single-player Batman games are clearly there's no comparison. There really isn't. It's probably one of the best video game series I've ever played. So we'll look forward to that years down the road. I don't know why they did that, but whatever.
Batman.
So here's what we were kind of talking about before we came on air, Christian, the Flash game. Apparently, before the Flash crashed and burned at the theater, there was a video game that was in talks that was going to be based off the film. And wasn't.
You saved these babies flying through the air.
Probably something stupid like that. But Warner Brothers canceled it, I guess, after Flash did terribly and focused on their other stuff. But you were talking. Go ahead.
The Wonder Woman game.
Yeah, it's been in development for about 20 years.
Yeah, and it's supposedly supposed to use the Nemesis system from the Lord of the Rings games, the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow whatever they were.
Yeah.
Which is like, where the enemies remember you and have an axe to grind with you.
Right. No, I remember. That's interesting. I didn't know that part.
But apparently, I guess it's in development hell, so who knows if we'll see that.
Well, it's like you were saying, what do you do with a Flash game? I mean, what exactly, how much can you do with the Flash game? Now, in the comics, he can run up buildings, he can run across water, he can do all this stuff. So a free roaming game isn't that far of a stretch, but again, I just don't know how good a game it would have been. So maybe it was.
I like your idea of like a Sonic, dude, just a 2D side scroller where you just run.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of doing it. So Peter Weller and
RoboCop,
Nancy Allen,
Officer Ann Lewis,
who starred in the 1987, I think, film, were asked if they would be willing to return to the upcoming RoboCop TV reboot. They said they were willing to return, but only
James Gunn calls them.
No, they didn't pull a full Batista here. So, Weller says, "Don't know. Good question. If the stars align."
Well, it sounds like he had fun doing it, the voice acting in that video game.
I think so. Nancy Allen, who, as Christian mentioned, portrayed Officer Ann Lewis, his partner in the film, says, "I think I'd have to read something first. I think the best movie was the first one, and everything since then has not really lived up to what it should be. So who knows? Maybe they'll figure it out for a TV show," Allen explained.
Well, good for her. At least she's not like, delusional.
Yeah, she didn't just roll over and be like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Well, no, I meant like, yeah, RoboCop, they just get better and better.
No, they
I don't know if we've ever had another movie as good as that third one. I don't know why they quit making them.
Those guys I was telling you about that do the commentary, they do one for RoboCop 3, and it's pretty damn funny what they do. So, all right, we're almost through here, people. Magic: The Gathering.
Oh, what was that? Go back.
What?
Go back.
What?
So when I saw Natalie Portman, Good Sex. There's a bidding war for Natalie Portman package, Good Sex.
What is it? I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
I don't know either, dude. It looks like that one girl, too, from that girls show.
Here,
maybe there's a movie with Natalie Portman called
that
Good
red
Sex.
bar there is what we're talking about. I don't know. Beats me. I don't know
either. Just breaking news, dude.
Yeah.
It's
obviously very important because I know exactly what they're talking about. Magic: The Gathering. All the geeks and nerds just creamed in their pants because Magic: The Gathering was probably the first big geek thing they got into. It wasn't D&D. It wasn't Pokemon. It wasn't Star Wars. It was Magic: The Gathering. And I remember guys having totes of these cards. It's kind of like your brothers are now with the DBZ card games. I mean, they would just have.
I mean, I was like that with.
You were huge, cards. Yeah. You were big. I wasn't into Magic because you had to use your brain, and you kind of had to think about it. And you had to read, and I don't like doing any of that. So I
packs, dude. You buy a whole booster box and get a bunch of packs. Go down to Hobby Exchange, buy a box of cards.
You were really into Magic: The Gathering.
Can't do it anymore.
Well, Legendary Entertainment and Hasbro Entertainment are teaming to create a live-action film and television universe based on Magic: The Gathering. Now, here's what I'll say. That is completely doable. If you do it right.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you do it right. Even if you just made it like the Yu-Gi-Oh show with people playing cards and like summoning things from the cards.
Yeah, maybe. I think they mean more of like a Lord of the Rings type, universe kind of deal.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying there's all kinds of different ways you could do it or whatever. I'm just saying it could work a lot of ways. All right.
So we'll keep you updated on that. We don't have any dates. But I do know they're trying to do the Dungeons and Dragons right now, and they're trying to.
Yeah, I saw that they brought they're doing a live action show.
Yeah, and they're trying to do the Warhammer stuff with Cavill as well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Magic: The Gathering.
MTG, dude, we're taking that back from that one Georgia person. In politics.
From that one Georgia person?
Yeah, I'm not saying her name on here.
Christian, did you see the trailer for Until Dawn?
Yeah, I was a bit confused too because it doesn't seem like very related to the game.
I never played the game, so I don't know. I saw him running backwards a couple times, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
So yeah,
that might be the monster from the game. In the game, there's a Wendigo, but this sounds more like Cabin in the Woods or something like that. Each night there's a different monster after him and killing them.
Maybe, yeah, that's definitely how it seemed. Yeah.
One thing that's similar to the game though is Peter Stormare is in both of them.
Who's Peter Stormare?
You know,
no, I don't.
The Russian guy.
Oh yeah, greatest Satan alive.
He's in Constantine, isn't he?
Yeah, greatest Satan ever lived. Yep.
There you go.
I know what you're talking about. So, you think you'll see this?
But hey, watching this trailer made me think about a Cabin in the Woods video game and how cool that would be. Like if you went into the basement in the cabin and had to choose the different objects and, you know, go through all that nonsense with each object. And
I think it would be funnier if you were the control room. And
well, I thought it'd be kind of like Mega Man, dude, with like each object representing a stage or something with a boss.
Okay. I got you. I'll probably end up watching Until Dawn. It looks pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I've watched worse.
Diamond Comics Distributors continues to bleed. They face Chapter 11 bankruptcy and assets go up for auction in March. This includes the rights to Free Comic Book Day. So that'll be interesting to see who snags that if it goes to bid.
And at what price?
Yeah, that too. Buyers have been whispered about Gentle Giant and Diamond Select Toys. I think Diamond Select would get it.
No, those are ones you can buy too. Those are for sale also.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
if you want to try to buy those.
You're right. Let me bring this up here so you can see kind of what they're offering. The distributorship, of course, for comics and books. The game distributorship. The grading agency they use. Fandom World, which I don't... Is that the YouTube thing? Fandom?
Beats me. But they're having a fire sale. Everything must go.
Yeah, everything must go. FreeComicBookDay.com, Diamond Select Toys and Collectibles, Gentle Giant. They're just sad, man, sad.
I don't think we're going to bid on anything.
I don't think I'll bid on it. No, I don't think I'm going to bid on anything just yet. We've seen our first trailer for Twisted Metal Season 2. Did you watch Season 1?
Hell yeah. You know me and Anthony Mackie.
I know you love Mackie, yeah.
My co-star in the We Are Marshall movie.
Did it leave it open in the first one?
Yeah, I told you that.
I don't remember.
I said they were getting ready to have the tournament. The first series set up the tournament.
Right. So we are we excited about this? Are we?
Yeah.
How do we feel?
Bring it on, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Been too long. I'm happy to see it.
Heading to streaming this summer on Peacock, but you can check out the first teaser trailer on our Facebook page if you want to go check it out.
Looks like they might have that Mr. Grimm kind of guy from the motorcycle. I think that was his name.
I think so, yeah.
Game.
Yeah.
Oh, and it also ends with what looks like from the game is that Axel guy, the guy that had the big giant wheels.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The trailer ends with somebody's hand going into the axle and closing.
Right.
That'll be insane.
That'll be nuts.
Something like that.
So we know that A24 is making the Crystal Lake series, and it looks like they may have found their Pamela Voorhees and actress Linda Cardellini. You know her from the Avengers, from the Scooby-Doo series.
Is she in Grandma's Boy?
Yep, from Grandma's Boy. So we will wait to see if she does indeed get the role, but I think she would do very well. She's a great actress. She can be funny. She can be quirky.
She's too young and attractive.
Too young and attractive? Well, Betsy Palmer wasn't ugly.
Yeah.
You know, the original Pamela Voorhees.
She was
She
old.
was older. Grandma. But I mean, again,
old grandma.
I think, isn't this like a prequel type show that leads up to?
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be your Pamela Voorhees for the Crystal Lake A24 show. New details on the Clayface film. The Clayface film is rumored to be a horror thriller tragedy. The character is not expected to be portrayed as the notorious villain he's known as in Batman canon.
Well, in the animated series, he was a bit of a tragic tale, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Matt Cargan or something like that, and he was an actor who was
Is that different than the comics? In the comics, he's more of just a notorious kind of villain, killer. I don't know.
Yeah, it is different. He just kind of
Okay,
it's
cool.
kind of like Killer Croc. You know, he's just kind of a big
Cool.
ass villain. So the
Wow.
the animated series, in my opinion, is what first added a lot of depth to that Clayface character with that infamous episode that they did with his origin, if you recall. And
Yeah.
what's his name voiced him? God, what's Hellboy? What's his name? God.
Oh man.
Shit. I can't remember his name.
Perlman.
Ron Perlman, yeah. Thank you. Ron
Perlman.
Perlman was the one who voiced Clayface in the animated series. So, casting
Wait,
process has
in that-
reportedly begun as well.
They said he was in that Hush stuff too. Like
Yep.
a lot of times they'll be like, "Oh, that was actually Clayface all along."
Yep. Hush uses Clayface a lot, and that's why I tend to think they are going to use Hush very soon in that universe. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my opinion.
That's thinking there, dude. That's thinking.
Yeah, that's what I think. So we talked about the fact that Godzilla -1 sequel is going to have a huge budget, and Takashi Yamazaki. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a motorcycle.
Kawasaki.
Kawasaki Ninja, Kawasaki Ninja rule.
Great. So anyway, we have a huge budget for the sequel, which probably means we'll get a lot cooler shit. The first film was made on a relatively low budget of $10 to $15 million and racked up $116 million internationally. Its new budget.
Dang, that's crazy too, because it won that Academy Award for Best Visual Effect.
Yeah.
With a low budget.
For just that low a budget.
Why can't Disney do that?
I don't know. Good question. It doesn't give the new budget, but it says it's considerably more. So we look forward to the new Godzilla -1 sequel. I think that will be very good. Finally, at the Super Bowl, we saw The Undertaker hanging out with Vince McMahon, the one and only. What'd you think of this, Christian?
No, nothing surprising. I'm sure Cena would have been there too if he was there.
Yeah.
Wrestlers owe a lot to Vince.
Mark Calloway, who is The Undertaker, has mentioned on several occasions that him and Vince are friends, that they do hang out, that he owes a lot to Vince. And I get that. I mean, it's got to be tough for people that knew Vince, and again, it's a tricky situation. I feel bad for
It's not. No, it's not.
Tell me.
It's billionaires getting away with everything.
Well,
I wouldn't be hanging out with O.J. Simpson after that.
What the hell does that mean? What do you mean you're not going to be hanging out with O.J. Simpson after that?
I'm sorry, dude. It's like Seth Rollins, talking about Hulk Hogan and them getting what they deserve,
So this is bad to you.
Of course. Well, it's like I was saying last week, Undertaker is he's not. I don't think he's he might not be the nicest guy in the world.
By the way, congratulations going out to Michelle McCool. Recently announced that she was going into the WWE Hall of Fame this year.
They had Linda McMahon, getting her education Senate hearing, and she had Triple H and Stephanie there supporting her. And one of the senators was asking her about the Ring Boy scandal. I mean, it's not like it's going to matter. Just billionaires doing what billionaires do best.
Billionaire going to billionaire, huh? All right, that will do it for the news. Christian, you want to cover anything else before we call it a day here?
No, I'm kind of tired now.
Yeah, I'm tired too. All right,
Don't
guys.
throw up anymore. I don't want your germs. I was trying to be like
Yeah, you said I don't want your life.
Varsity Blues.
I don't
Yeah,
want
like
your
Varsity
life.
Blues. What's that kid's name? He's a quarterback.
Oh God, Moxley, Mox.
Oh, like AEW, dude. I was gonna call him Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. Here comes Dawson's Creek. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this live stream. Don't forget, check us out every Friday, usually, at 6 p.m. on YouTube, on Twitch. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok's back. We forgot to talk about that. So you can check us out on TikTok whenever you'd like. Christian, you got anything else?
Kit Kat, Tic Tac.
Tic
Snap
Tac?
me off a piece of that. Kit Kat bar. Break me off a piece of that.
Thank you guys so much, and have a great week.
Oh, hey.
What? I'll come back. What?
It's my birthday in 3 days.
Happy birthday, dude. We'll celebrate next week.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.